6:40 a.m., eastern Ukraine. The sky was gray and heavy with smoke. Russian forces launched their attack at the exact moment their commanders had planned. Missiles tore through the clouds. Drones buzzed low like a swarm of angry wasps. On the ground, Ukrainian soldiers waited in silence. They were not surprised. They were ready. This was not an accident. This was a trap. A perfect one. What happened next would stun Russia and shock the world. Stay with us. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon. You will not want to miss the full story. The war in Ukraine had already stretched into years. By late 2025, battles were no longer about sudden invasions or quick land grabs. They had turned into long contests of patience, deception, and survival. Both Russia and Ukraine had adapted to a brutal rhythm. Every day brought new strikes, new counterstrikes, and new losses. Yet in this cold and grinding war, one event stood out. A strike planned by Russia, timed to the exact second 6:40 a.m., and a trap laid by Ukraine, designed to turn that strike into a disaster. Russia had prepared this operation for weeks. Intelligence suggested that Ukrainian defenses in one sector had weakened. Russia's drones had scanned the area day after day. They spotted what looked like convoys, fuel trucks, and artillery being moved through narrow roads. They believed Ukrainian units were exposed. It looked like the perfect place to deliver a blow. For Russia, timing was everything. It chose dawn when soldiers were tired, when command posts were quiet, when skies were dim enough to confuse early warning radars. But Ukraine was watching too. Through a mix of human intelligence, intercepted communications, and signals provided by allies, Ukraine pieced the plan together. Radio chatter hinted at an early morning strike. Satellite imagery showed unusual Russian movement near known launch sites. And then came the final piece, the exact time, confirmed by electronic intercepts. Russia would strike at 6:40 a.m., not a second earlier, not a second later. Ukraine had a choice. They could disperse their units and try to survive the blow. Or they could stand still, wait, and build a trap so precise that it would flip the attack back on the enemy. They chose the second option. The trap began with deception. Ukraine created fake convoys using scrap metal, old vehicles, and even inflatable decoys. These looked real on Russian drone cameras. Heat signatures were added by burning barrels, tricking infrared sensors. Roads were made to appear busy, with staged vehicle movements at night. Russian drones sent back images that confirmed what their commanders wanted to see, an exposed column of Ukrainian forces. Meanwhile, the real Ukrainian units shifted quietly. Artillery batteries pulled back into hidden positions. Air defense systems moved under camouflage nets. Command posts relocated into hardened shelters. Civilians in nearby towns were warned quietly. Sirens stayed silent until the last moment, so Russia would not detect the change. Every move was done in silence, under cover of darkness. By dawn, the battlefield was prepared. To the Russians, it looked weak. In truth, it was a kill zone. The United States Navy played a quiet but important role. Operating from the Black Sea and beyond, U.S. surveillance assets scanned the region. Satellites tracked Russian aircraft movements. P-8 Poseidon aircraft monitored missile launch sites. Naval intelligence units relayed electronic signals back to Ukraine in near real time. These inputs gave Ukraine confidence. They knew the attack was coming, and they knew where it would come from.